Hello and welcome everyone to the UK Turn 6 summary of my solo playthrough of Axis and Allies North Africa. A lot happened. Well, I don't know if a lot happened, but a couple of things happened I'm going to show you. First of all, these two infantry units were unable to land in Cairo because the stacking limit of, in this case, 13 had already been reached. Well, obviously I could have chosen two other units, but I chose two infantry. The two Shermans simply moved into this convoy zone as well. What else? Well, these are some of the units that were bought, and they also bought some ships again because most of its navy has been destroyed again. Let's see, what else was I going to show you? Well, the three supplies landed on Malta. I do actually still have to pay for one. These couldn't land because there's a stacking limit of 3 supplies on Malta, so the other 5 remain in the convoy zone, and this fighter was landed there during the deploy reinforcements and assign convoy escorts phase. The sub can attack it, nor can the fighter attack it, but of course the sub on the Italian turn can attack the supplies. The UK also bought 2 sea mines, which I indicated here with the die results of 4 and 5 to show you that they were placed in those places. There are no enemy sea units there, so it's possible there is a fighter here, but that doesn't prevent it. And this is a convoy unit, obviously, which certainly doesn't prevent it. This is an attack that took place from Cairo into Mersa Matruh. Note that the UK decided to spend 2 rather than 3 supplies, and even though the scout car and the bomber attacked for free, the 11th unit would not. Again, there were 13 units at the time, or maybe even 12 because the bomber had already flown there, but they decided not to use those. But then the Axis decided to detonate 2 mine tokens, so they rolled 6 dice in this quarter, as many as 4 hits. So these units were all retreated, and this unit decided not to take part in the first place because that would cost them another supply. And as you can see, they don't have that many left, just 7. And there are a few more coming, but that will take a few turns for them to arrive. Yeah, so I've already explained this. Well, this is a damaged battleship that used to be in the Malta convoy. It moved out during non-combat. Know that this was at the time a friendly sea zone because enemy submarines don't make it hostile. So it moved out during non-combat, and it got as far as here. Obviously, it moved around the sea mines. And over here we still have an attack and by a scout car, which in this particular case destroyed the Italian infantry. It decided not to attack back. And then during non-combat, it used its long-range patrol ability to move in. Know that they can do so during combat move or when they actually win a certain combat, but they can do so during non-combat if they have movement points left, and it certainly did because it was in the desert. The reason for moving in is that it now can attack the supplies in Tripoli, but of course it's also easier to be attacked back because before it was in the desert and enemy units can't reach it. So that's the drawback, but the reason I moved it in is so that it will be able to have a go at the Italian and German supplies. Here the same thing happened. It also moved into the territory, but it did miss, so the Italian unit escaped, but it was forced to retreat because, again, it didn't use any supplies to defend itself, and then you're forced to retreat. And as I said before, these are the units, apart from the naval ones that were bought during phase 2 requisition reinforcements. So thank you for watching, and see you after the Italian turn.